What's good, YouTube? Vakasa Kavi here. So, we are doing a request from Spell. We are diving into some more LP for you. This one's Tokyo Sunrise. We got the live version. LP has an amazing live voice, so I'm very excited for this. Always a great time with LP. Fantastic musician. LP is a fantastic musician. I love the deep vibes, the emotional vibes that it has. Very relatable to life, involving situations of heartbreak quite often when it comes to LP, or longing for love. That sort of thing is a typical topic for an LP song as well. Spell, I appreciate your request. Thank you so much. If you guys are new here, go ahead and subscribe for me. We talk about mental health, addiction, world issues, everything in between. Break down all the lyrics, the instrumentation, stage performance, lighting, whole 9 yards on here. We break down everything, man. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you for building this awesome community here with me, where we can spread some blessings with each other and help each other to feel positive in a world that is oftentimes difficult to find those nice vibes in, right? This can be very hard to find the good vibes sometimes, especially seeing what goes on around you whenever you're going out and you just see how it is for some people in the world. It's a very tough time, man. It's a tough time in the world for everybody. I think everybody's going through the struggle and just trying to make it through the best that they can and be the best version of themselves that they can, and that's what it's all about at the end of the day. It's what we encourage on here. If you're going through anything, whether it's mental health, addiction, just having a stressful day, come hang out with us in the live chats during the premieres. Cheer yourself up, listen to some music. If you want to talk about it, let us know what you're going through. We'll have plenty of advice for you. We've all been through the shit storm on the channel here, man. That's just what it is at this point, right? We've all been through the shit storm, made it out to the other side. I'm a recovering alcoholic and drug addict, and it's been a hell of a journey getting out of that and putting my mind back together through all of it. It's been a very, very interesting journey, to say the least. This channel has helped me tremendously. Everybody joining me on here, spreading the love, spreading the blessings to each other. You guys are fucking legendary. I appreciate you guys so much. I couldn't ask for better people to have my back and to do this with me. I really appreciate everything that y'all have done. You've changed my life in so many ways for the better, and it means everything to me that we can get on here and do this. So we're gonna get into this one. I'm Vakasa Kavi. A reaction video a day or two. Keep the doctor away. There, said a lot of, her voice sounds amazing. First, let's start there. The vocals are always on point. I love the emotion, the rawness of it. That guitar has such a beautiful tone. What kind of guitar is he playing? What is the brand of that guitar? We'll have to try to see if we can catch it. I don't know if we'll be able to catch the name of it. One of you might know, though, if anybody does happen to know what kind of guitar that is and we don't figure it out by the end, please, down in the comments, let me know, because I like to figure stuff like that out. That guitar sounds beautiful. Very nice tone to it. It's very resonant. It almost has a reverberation going through it as well. They might have some slight effects going through the amplifiers on it as well. It has a very nice tone. I love it. But we have said a lot of words along the way. I meant them all while we reigned. But shores of love get beaten by the waves, and after it was done, I wish I'd saved time. Damn. Saying we've had a lot of words that were exchanged. I meant every single one of them, she says. She says, I meant everything that was said inside of that situation. The nice things, the not so nice things, all of it, right? Saying I meant all of that. Shores of love get beaten by the waves. Nice analogy there. I like that metaphor. Beautiful. After it was done, I wish I'd saved time. Damn. That's a deep feeling right there. Because you still don't dislike the person. That's the thing about it. Whenever you're going through a situation like that with somebody, you don't dislike them. You don't. At all. It just feels like all those things could have been spent on different time now, and you're like, shit, what would it be if all of that time was completely different events, right? Because it can be years with a person. You can be with a person for years, man. And then you're like, fuck. What if I did something totally different for those few years? And it wouldn't have been this, where I am now. That's where your brain starts to fucking go crazy with itself, right? You start to flip out a little bit. You gotta contain that, right? You gotta contain those kinds of feelings when you start wishing like you'd save time and start thinking about what your life would be if you had all that time to dedicate it to something else. That'll fuck with you, man. Fuck that. You can't let that shit get into you. You gotta walk forward. Walk forward and make it fucking happen, whatever it is that you think would have been in those 3 years or whatever many years, right? Whatever you think it would have been, put it here. That's my advice for that. Put it here. That's the best decision to make. Think about all the time that you would have had outside of that kind of situation. Take that time and decide what would have happened inside of it and then do it now. That's the best way to recover. Really, truthfully. One less spark from a flame. One more heartbeat away. I think I lost your scent after the rain. Dude. Everyone, right? People will say the scent after the rain is so comforting. It really is. It's a very natural, ethereal kind of smell. That's the only way to describe it. Like the scent of the after rain brings emotions, right? You'll feel emotions when you step into that. You're like, whoa, look at it out here. Yeah, I smell that, right? Yeah, they're like, what the hell, man? It's facts. That's a great way to describe it. The loss, oh my God, the feeling of losing that spark and being a heartbeat away from that person is the same feeling as if you couldn't smell the scent after the rain anymore. And that would suck, right? That would really suck. It's a beautiful way to describe it, right? Sad, unfortunate. I like this right here. I'll find you when our paths cross by the gold mines. Saying, you know, we're both bound for success here. Both of us. That's why we vibed in the first place. Knowingly or unknowingly, essentially, right? That's why we vibed in the first place, because we were both meant to head in a similar path, similar direction. So I'll find you when our paths cross by the gold mine, saying we're both going to be finding that treasure and searching for it. I'll run into you. You bet. That's what she said there. She said, don't you think? She said, I'll find you. Truer words have never been fucking spoken. She's too good. She's so talented, man. Those runs were beautiful. The intentional throwing of the voice. I love that she throws her voice wildly like that on purpose. It's always awesome when artists do that sort of thing. I like it. Where are you gonna go? Where are you gonna go? I can't tell you that. She says, someday in the sky we'll see the same sun on the rise. Wherever you go far as Tokyo. She says, you know, both of us have this tendency to kind of move about, right? Go places, end up different places in our lives. She's like, you know, one of these times, we're going to be in the same place, and neither one of us is going to know it yet. Damn, this is a lot, man. This is a lot. I like the way that she went about this. This is deep. This is like a fucking movie story right here, right? This is movie vibes. This could be turned into a movie. This is a movie. This movie has happened in many movies. Most of them actually really good movies if you're into that sort of stuff, right? I like that rom-com kind of shit. Make fun of me if you want. I don't give a fuck. I'm into it. I think they're hilarious. There's good comedy inside of that. I could watch those all the time, man. Great comedy. She says, I can say, I'll see you again. I'll see you again. I'll see you again. Beautiful. I love it. This is a great vibe, even though it's a sad song about a separation. It ultimately is coming back to the resonance of togetherness. No choice. Almost like the universe being like, I like to. The universe is like, I like to throw some circumstance in from time to time, throw you for a loop, and make unexpected shit happen. You think, oh, we've gone our separate ways, all of this and that with a person and shit like that, and then you just walk out your door one day and you're doing you, and then you look left and you say, oh my fuck, right? It'd be like that, man. I've had that happen to me many a times. Even in my own hometown where I grew up, when people would leave, they would just disappear. You wouldn't hear from them for a while. You'd be walking down the street one day and you'd find them sitting there playing a guitar or something. Be like, holy hell, you're back, right? Like, that's just the fucking course of life, man. That is destiny. Like, sands through an hourglass, right? They all meet each other in the same spot. They all land ultimately distanced from each other, but close enough to still be contained in the same area. You see what I'm saying there? That's a hell of a way to describe it. I came up with that off of the fucking whip right there for you guys. Sometimes it's like that on here. That was really off the rip with that one. That's the best way I could think to describe it in the moment. I really appreciate this song. It's very well written. The vibe of it is awesome. The lyrics get you thinking about the circumstances of life and how you never know when you're going to run into somebody that changes your life again. They could have changed it once before, and now they're going to change it again just by running into them and being like, holy fuck, there ain't no way, I can't believe this. What are you going to do? Walk away? Come on, be realistic. Are you gonna just look and walk away? Most instances, no, unless it's somebody with very bad blood. And hopefully that's not many people for you, right? That's the thing. Hopefully that's not many people for you. Hopefully even the relationships where you don't talk anymore are still situations where you could run into each other and be like, what up? How's it been? Haven't talked to you for a while. That sort of thing. You just have to use your discernment to know which people from different past areas of your life really didn't care for you or have your best interest in hand, and which ones did. And then you'd base your reaction off of that whenever you happen to maybe see them around somewhere, if that happens. You have to use that discernment. It's very important. Man, she really is an epically good writer. Aching with a debt never paid, horses broken and splayed. Man, horses are powerful, man, right? That's the metaphor there. They're known for running through everything, man. Just fucking going and going and going. They can go forever, man. Right? Like, long journeys. That's why they were a primary form of transportation for dragging people across the country, the whole country, mountainsides, across the rivers, on horses and buggies and shit, right? That's why their strength, they're ultimately powerful. Saying the horses are broken and splayed. You've taken someone so powerful and just like that whenever you separated from me. That's what she's saying here. She said, I thought I was powerful inside of my life and in this situation, and now it's like the horse has broken, right? so to speak. That's a crazy way to put that. I like it. Breathing half a breath since you're away. Breathless. While your blood is warm, I'll keep the home fires. Saying I have to fucking warm the house because you aren't here to keep it warm anymore. That's what she's saying. Oh boy, oh boy. Damn. This is deep as fuck, dude. Spell. I always know it's going to be one of these whenever you request it, and if it's an LP, I especially know that. I'm still baffled every time. I'm still amazed and stunned at her ability to convey emotion like this. She uses analogies and metaphors and descriptor words that you can relate to an everyday situation that you yourself have been through in your life, and it makes the song hit that much deeper. It's amazing how relatable LP is as an artist, just so real on the emotional end. So much love and heartbreak, unfortunately. So much love, but it's all heartbreak, mostly. That's the unfortunate thing about it is, especially in an artist's life. You guys know artists have a tough time when it comes to love just because of the way that they have to live to do what they do, right? Once they reach this level of success, somebody like LP has, they're always out working, always out going on tour, doing interviews, talking to people, right? Answering phone calls that need to be answered. There's no time, right? It's like there's no fucking time. And it becomes hard to balance a relationship inside of that. And that's why so many artists struggle, because they can really... Artists will turn to starting to mingle with each other, but then in a lot of instances, ego gets in the way and jealousy gets in the way, unfortunately. Not every artist is like that. The artists that I fuck with on this channel aren't like that. You guys know that already. We fuck with wholesome vibes, and we also fuck with independent vibes that get out there and get it all on their own as well. Those are the vibes that we like on here. But if you look at mainstream and shit, ego clash after ego clash after ego clash. People smacking each other over shit. You guys know. You guys fucking know. You guys know I got a joke. You guys know I got a joke because it's so wholesome. And the talent, the amount of talent is riveting. It makes you happy to see this amount of talent inside of another person. It really does just rise the spirit up, very much so. This always cheers me up whenever we get songs like this to break down. You guys know this cheers me up tremendously, getting on here and hanging out with you guys and just breaking down some music. It's a blessing to be able to do, like I've said many times. I appreciate all of the support. LP is fucking insane, dude. Like I said, if that's half capacity, full is just infinite at that point, right? Feel it. I definitely feel it, right? Lord. You got me struggling to breathe when I listen to you, LP. That's the truth right there. I've told you guys that I couldn't breathe in one of her reactions before. I do believe she's done that to me before. It takes a lot for an artist to get an I can't breathe kind of moment out of me. Those are very far and few in between, and LP is one of the artists that has stunned me that much. I think the first time it ever happened was... When was that? Let's see. It might have been Casey with Lose Yourself. I think Lose Yourself might have been the first one that left me breathless. Yeah, but we've had a lot of those on here up to this point now. I love it that we have music that's so good that it just strips the fucking air right out of your body. It's the best kind of music ever. It gives you chills. It fucking just engulfs you in the best way possible, with so much feeling, so much genuine emotion. You can really feel what she went through in her life whenever she makes her music and performs it. She reflects that emotion very well out to the world. It's amazing and extremely relatable, factual to real life. I mean, what she's saying here is facts. These kind of situations are exactly how they unfold in real life, and the metaphorical way of her saying it, beautiful. I love the metaphors inside of this, the wordplay, very good. I love it. She is such a talented artist, man. Writing wise, vocal wise, the band is talented as well. All of the sounds inside of the band and the music itself, always a great resonance, always a good vibration of sound I enjoy. You guys know I like vibrations. Like, music has to like have the right like vibration for me to enjoy it, because if it's not, I can't like feel comfortable while I'm listening to it, if that makes any sense to you guys, right? That's the best way to explain it when it comes to how I select what I listen to. It has to feel a certain way when it's going through me, right? It can't just feel bad and mean and shit, right? Like, you can, like, the thing is, like, you can have like super aggressive words and like really wild stuff as an artist, right? Like, but if it's said right and it's like the music is the right tone, it still has a positive, inspiring vibration to it, where like there's some shit that's just like demonic. That's the only way I can describe it. Like, that's what it feels like when you listen to it. And it don't have anything to actually do with like maybe those people necessarily worshiping the devil, I would say. Even when it comes to that kind of music, I would say it's more so about devil-like energy already being inside of them as a person. See? That's it right there. That's it right there. You gotta fucking watch what you listen to, guys. I really say that seriously when I caution people to be careful what they listen to, because it will affect your brain negatively. It's undeniable. It's fucking proven that sound waves can even affect plant life and the vibrations of the earth itself, right? So we have to bear that in mind when it comes to music. That's what makes music so powerful, is its ability to convey feelings that could not otherwise be given to each other, right? We could express things to each other that are more difficult to express with words, and we can make a feeling out of it. Music is a life put into sound to be grabbed as a feeling. That's how I see it, right? Music is life put into a sound to be grabbed as a feeling and understood. So understand that some of it is bad. See? You gotta bear that in mind, guys. I'm serious. Just bear that in mind. LP's song here, Tokyo Sunrise, was amazing. Heartbreak kind of vibes, but very, very uplifting and riveting in the approach and the sound of it, as always with LP. Super amazing song right here. Original video will be in the description as always. Subscribe to LP, support all the artists we have on the channel. That's what we do this for, help get the music out into the world, relate it to our own lives, have important discussions about life and everything going on around us, and help each other find some solutions and advice to the problems we have going on. Grow a little bit more together each and every day. Chase all of your dreams. Never give up on yourself. If you're struggling and going through something and you need advice, don't be afraid to ask us. We have plenty of people who can offer it to you here. It's all about supporting each other at the end of the day, man. It's a tough world out here. It's a tough time for most people. Nobody is an exception to the rule. Everybody is going through it right now. The world has things going on that we are trying to combat and fix and be on the better side of. And whenever that's fighting back against an entire planet of people who want to continue living the best life, but also don't want to change themselves to make it better and change things around them for the better, right? There's a lot of conflicting issues that go on once we get to that point, because now you want the change, but you don't want to take the necessary action to get it, right? We can get into that in a full video. Actually, I could talk about that for a while. That's something that's a big problem in the world, is we don't want to change ourselves to change our environment around us, and that's what you have to do at the end of the day. You have to change for things around you to change. That's the first step. Remember that. Keep that in mind, and remember, I am. That's life. I love you guys so much. Thank you for everything. I appreciate all of the support. We're going to get out of here. I'm Vakasa Kavi. A reaction video a day or two. Keep the doctor away. Fuck those apples. Leave a like for me. Comment those suggestions. Subscribe up this way. Bang the notification bell for me. I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you so much. Have a beautiful one. Thank you for everything. Peace.